What's up guys, it is Lutfi and today I'll be starting off with my player analysis series and I'll be starting off with the most interesting position in the Fantasy Premier League and it is the forwards. And I'll be bringing you guys the top forwards and some budgeted options and let's see how it goes. But before I begin with that, just want to tell you guys about my mini league Kings of Fantasy. You guys can join it with the league code or you can click the link down in the description box below and you'll be automatically joined into the league. And if you guys are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe to me, and if you enjoyed the content of this video, do give it a thumbs up at the end of it. I would really appreciate the support and I thank you for that. Now let's begin with the most popular forwards that managers have been selecting before the start of the season. And yes, you guessed it right, it is Sergio Aguero and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Well, these two players, really good players, and Sergio Aguero proven his stature in the Premier League, and at £13 million, he has a 38% ownership. Whereas Zlatan, first season in the Premier League, but he has done well all over Europe, from Spain to Italy to France. And at £11.5 million, he has a 28% ownership. Well, the idea or the tactic that you guys could do is either you select one of these two players that you prefer and put him into your team, or you could select both of these players for your team, but do bear in mind that if you do so, then the budget for the remaining players in your team is significantly low, because these two players are the two most expensive players in the league as of now. And if you guys are finding it a little tough to balance out your team, then why not select only one of these players? But do bear in mind that both Manchester City and United have a good start to the season. Relatively, they have an easy fixture lineup, and I foresee these two players scoring lots of goals in the first few games. Now, if you guys can't afford for these two players to be in your team, then I have some other options for you guys, and it is Harry Kane and also Romelu Lukaku. Well, I left Jamie Vardy out of the mix. Well, probably because he's at £10 million, a big hike from last season, but he also has this wrist injury, so we are not too sure whether he will be good to go come the start of the season. So he is out of the mix as of now. Now I have Harry Kane and Lukaku. Well, Kane is at £11 million, really expensive, but he has proven to be a really good striker. He scores lots of goals, and looking at the start of the season for Tottenham, they play Everton, Crystal Palace, Liverpool, Stoke, Sunderland and Middlesbrough. And apart from Everton and Liverpool, they should be getting 3 points against Crystal Palace, Stoke, Sunderland and Middlesbrough. Well, against Everton and Liverpool, they still can grab 3 points if they do what they did last season, where we saw Christian Eriksen, Dele Alli, Harry Kane all contributing to goals and contributing to wins for Tottenham. So if you guys think that Kane is a good shout to start off the season with, then you guys should go for him. But do bear in mind that he is a slow starter. If I'm not wrong, he scored his first Premier League goal last season late in September, so that is one to keep in mind. Now, Romelu Lukaku, £9 million. I think he is a pretty good price player for his quality and caliber. And Everton would be playing against Tottenham, West Bromwich Albion, Stoke, Sunderland, Middlesbrough and also Bournemouth. So apart from the first match against Tottenham, I think Everton could get 3 points and score lots of goals in the remaining 5 fixtures in the first 6 fixtures of the season. And there is talk that Lukaku would be making a switch to Chelsea but that is not confirmed as of now. There is only speculation. But if he does go to Chelsea, I think he will still do well with the likes of Eden Hazard at Chelsea with a new manager. He would still do well there. Now, what you guys can do is maybe select Zlatan or Aguero and Kane or Lukaku, and then mix it up with one of these budget options. And I have three players here. I know definitely there are more budgeted options, but let's talk about these three players here first. We have Troy Deeney, the captain of Watford, now with Odin Igalo, who will be missing the first couple of weeks of the season due to the Olympics in Rio. Deeney would be the main man up front, and he is also on penalties. And I think he would definitely score some goals at the start of the season, as will Shane Long. Now with Graziano Pelle, who has left for the Chinese Super League side, I think Long would be starting up front and has solidified his position in the starting 11. And he is a great striker. He is a veteran striker. He works really hard in matches, and I think the goals will come for him definitely this season. And finally, we move on to Justin Wilson. The Bournemouth striker actually missed a big part of the season after getting injured. I had him in my team for the first part of the season. He scored, I think, 5 goals before getting injured, and he is a pretty good striker. And now with Bournemouth adding Jordan Ibe into the team, I think he would be able to score some goals with Bournemouth. I know definitely there are other budgeted options such as Andy Carroll, but Carroll may not be starting up front because there is word going around that Andre Ayew will be signing for West Ham, and he would be the starting striker up front. So we need to wait on that. Other budgeted options include Andre Gray from Burnley and Alvaro Negredo. But do bear in mind that these two players are from newly promoted teams, and we are not too sure how well they will perform this season in the Premier League. So we need to wait on a little and see how they fare in the pre-season friendlies before jumping aboard and acquiring them into our teams. That is it for my top forwards in the game. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate the support. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up.